I'm sure many of you watched, maybe with your children, maybe yourselves, watched Mr. Rogers when you were younger. And I loved watching Mr. Rogers. There's an episode especially where he went to a Crayola factory and showed how crayons were made. And I just loved that show. Mostly probably as I think back on why I did. Everyone says he was a good man, a nice man, but I think I loved him because he took the time to talk to kids and to explain things. And when I would ask my parents or other adults things, they'd say, well, it's just because, or I don't know the answer. But he would take the time to explain things that no one really else would explain them to us. He took the time to talk to kids, who most people, whatever, go away. He took the time to explain to them the things that other people wouldn't. And so I think I really enjoyed that show because of that. Well, Jesus took the time to explain to us the things that had never been explained before, the things that no one else could explain. Even in the Old Testament, we hear that God revealed himself to Moses. He's about to reveal himself to Moses again in the first reading. But that's not all of God. Jesus communicates to us the fullness of God. And he says, if you would listen and you would see what you need to see. I'm explaining everything to you. I'm giving everything to you. But most of you don't want to see. Most of you don't want to hear. And that's me sometimes. I hear some things in the scriptures. I hear what our church teaches, and I think, I don't know if I want to follow that. Well, if I do that, I'm shutting myself off, because Jesus says, if you do see and you do hear, and your hearts will be converted, and I will heal them. If we listen and open our eyes, we will be healed. If we close our eyes to this great gift, Jesus is telling us what we need. Jesus is giving us what we need with his life, with his word. If we close our hearts to that, brothers and sisters, we cannot be healed. But if we open our eyes, open our hearts to what Jesus gives us, even when it is difficult, and it is for me, if we do that, he will heal us. And that's what we're here for, isn't it? We all need healing. Let's open our eyes and our ears. He is taking the time to explain these things to us. He has given us his life. Let's listen to him, be converted and healed.